we need to talk about domestic violence. Halton Women's Place wants to get that conversation started with their Wrapped in Courage campaign, and their executive director, Laurie Hepburn, joins us with more. You are wrapped in courage with that beautiful scarf.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having us today. So our Wrapped in Courage campaign kicked off yesterday, and November 1st is Women Abuse Prevention Month across Ontario. And so places like myself at Halton Women's Place and shelters across Ontario are in the Wrapped in Courage campaign, which raises awareness about domestic violence, the prevalence of it across Ontario, globally, and in our communities.
And the hope is that if a friend sees you wearing the scarf like that, might ask you, where did you get that? Then it gets that conversation going. And the more we talk about it, the more people know if you're a victim, you're not alone.
Absolutely. So there are several reasons why people wear this scarf. It means something different to everyone. It shows your local support for the women's shelter in your community. It shows women that they are valued, believed, that they are not alone. Or if somebody might be wearing it to honor somebody that they lost and that they loved to domestic violence.
It's just kind of that silent sign, but it speaks volumes.
Absolutely. And you know, in Halton anyways, we know that our Halton Regional Police Services are responding to 10 calls a day related to intimate partner violence. So it remains such a huge issue in our community. 1 in 3 women are experiencing violence in their lifetime. And we just want to continue to create safe spaces for people to talk about domestic violence, know that there's resources available, know that we are there to support them.
And not be ashamed if it's happening to you. Yeah. To reach out and get that help. So if you're, not wearing a scarf, you also, I love these socks. The socks are such a huge thing now, right?
Yes, and so we did that this year. And again, we've got such wonderful local support in my community, and I know across Ontario. And so we've got, lots of our leaders walking around wearing those socks, and community members. And again, it really signals and shows women, we are with you. You're not alone. We see this epidemic, and we're here to support you.
How much of things, there was such a heightened awareness during the pandemic when people were in lockdown, when women had no way of escaping. You seeing kind of the same situation now?
Yeah.
Because of the economy.
Absolutely. So, it still remains, women's shelters have been operating this entire time during the pandemic. Services were definitely pivoted and they were modified a little bit different, but shelters remained open, and we continue to see numbers across Ontario continue to rise. We know that, where I am at Halton Women's Place, women are utilizing our chat line, our 24-hour crisis line, and still reaching out for help. But we have seen a trend throughout the pandemic where women were staying a little bit longer in situations. And some of that, I think, was the fear of COVID and reaching out, and also the inability to reach out because that was a lot harder during all of those lockdowns. So, we are really happy to, be out of some of that. And we have really just relied, our strategy has been working with our community to be there for one another, know how to speak to somebody about domestic violence, recognize the signs, and know the resources so that you can help somebody that you love to reach out.
And show your support, right? Whether it be through socks or through a scarf, let people know that you're there for them.
Absolutely.
And if they want to know about resources, or if they want to know about your story.
And that is always, our goal is to let people know they are not alone. We are here, and when our community jumps up and helps us to do that, it's really, really great for the women that need us.
Okay, Laurie, thanks so much for doing this and getting that conversation started here in our newsroom. And we'll put all the links up at chch.com if you need help or if you want to help.
Wonderful, thank you.